Dimensions or elements of business environment. Specific and general forces we discussed while we see about the futures of business environment. Specific forces like customers, competitors, suppliers, and investors. General forces are economic, political, legal, social, and technological. Here we are going to discuss about these general forces which is affecting business environment. It is not in business control. Depends upon these general forces, business have to implement some changes in it to sustain in the market. To run the business successfully, we need to adapt these all general forces like business, uh, economic, social, political, legal, and technological changes. Economic environment. It is broader one. Many changes will happen in our country that all will affect business, like structure of economy, if economic condition differs, and rate of growth about gross national product and per capita income, like people's purchasing power and rates of savings, how much they are saving and investing in on other companies, and balance of payments to other country like FDI, foreign direct investment, and agriculture and industrial production depends upon the demand and supply and public debt, money fluctuation in economy. So not only this, apart from this also, so many forces are there, especially in economical, because economic is a broader one. We cannot say within these kind of topics only will affect about the business economic conditions. Because of this economic environment, business will affect increase in tax rate. Just to think, tax is increased, so automatically what will increase? Price range of a product will increase, then automatically demand will fall. And increase in inflation rate. About inflation and deflation, that rate is increased, so definitely cost of production will increase, so it will affect profit of business. And a better example is GST. Nowadays GST plays vital role. And if any product like electronic items and luxurious product, if you are buying, you need to pay more amount than earlier. One wonderful example for economic environment, our central government offered seventh pay commission to the employees. That time, suddenly all the automobile industries came forward to give discounts because they wanted to sell their units more. So in this sense, they are ready to implement some changes, depends upon the economic condition. And another one, see that purchasing power of the people. By chance, if people have more money, in that sense, people wanted to buy more product from the market. So definitely price will hike. So this is also one kind of example for economic. So that business must have to implement some changes, depends upon purchasing power and some components I said already. So depends upon that business have to implement some changes in it, which are all institutions or organizations like business oriented, profit oriented. By chance if they are not ready to implement any changes, depends upon the economic conditions, they cannot run successfully in the market, they will not sustain. Social environment. Social environment of business include the social forces like customs and traditions, values, social trends, and society's expectations from business. People's customs, values, traditions, from the beginning they are following, from the ancient. And like Christmas, Diwali, Eid, and other important functions in India, many people are celebrating. So depends upon that business condition also will differ, right? Like crackers oriented. So more crackers we will use in Diwali time. So they are producing, they are manufacturing the product throughout the year, but they are selling and particular time only, like Diwali and Christmas time only they will sell, and their sale will be in high range. Different varieties of products they will manufacture and they will sell in the market. Take better example about Pongal holiday. Pongal, Tamilar Tirunal. Dhotis. Men's will use dhotis and women's will wear saris usually. So at that time it will be in high range. So depends on some varieties of dhotis they will manufacture, and some varieties of saris also, especially for Pongal. So this will get an opportunity to get maximize the profit of the business. So many components are there in social environment concerned with the quality of life expectancy, expectations from workforce, birth and death rates, population shifts, educational shifts and literacy rates, consumption habits, composition of family, attitude towards product and innovation of lifestyle. Make it simple, trends and traditions. So at present, what's the trend? Depends upon that people wanted to change. So business also have to implement some changes. But we are celebrating Diwali, but before 1 century, which means before 100 years. How did they celebrate Diwali? And after 100 years, how they are celebrating? How we are celebrating? Like Christmas, Eid, whatever some function it is. So some difference will be there. So depends upon the differences, they have to implement some changes. The manufacturing units. Not only this, trends and traditions. People wanted to imitate others. See, nowadays we are imitating Western culture. So they are using some jeans and cosmetics, different cosmetics, and their consumptions. We are eating burger and their lifestyle we are imitating, right? So in that sense, we people wanted to have our body health. So healthy oriented items we wanted to consume. Traditionally, we people ate some organic items like vegetables, fruits, natural items. But in between, many companies came. They said organics are inbuilt in it, but it is inorganic. It'll be healthy and very much effective for our body, like diet cook this that. People change their attitude to buy that kind of products. Then again, people realize their mistake. Yes, we did it. So again, they are coming to organic product. The price range of organic product will increase, so demand will increase in organic product. So how to produce more organic products in the agricultural, like economic environment, the social environment also broader. We cannot say this that only, even literacy rate and educational, birth and death rates, so everything will affect social, will comes under the category of social environment. So in the sense freedom, all the peoples are independent now. So they are freedom, they are having some freedom to choose. They are having rights and duties, social justice, they will be treated equally, equality. It affects business enterprises by making it more responsible towards society. So business in responsible position to contribute to the society, and enforcing non-discriminatory employment practices, so they won't discriminate, and providing freedom to choice to consumers. So now consumer freely can choose their product. So everything will affect that social environment. So business have to implement some changes depends upon the social conditions, trends and traditions especially. If they implement, they will sustain in the market. Technological environment. So depends upon the technology, they have to implement some changes in the business. Change in methods of production and use of equipment to improve quality of products. Change in methods of production. So before traditionally they manufactured, but now with the help of German technology, Japan technology, so we are implementing some changes in production unit. Even in agricultural also you can see before, we people plug the land with the help of plow, but now in recent trend modern technology came. So with the help of tractors and other equipments we are using to plug the land. At the same time in industry ways. So before India had less number of industries, but now many industries came to India. They wanted to diversify their technologies all over the world. So depends upon the technology the business has to change. Scientific improvements and innovations, new ways to produce goods and services or techniques of operations, science and scientific improvements. R&D departments. The R&D department will do research in the market. So who are the competitors of our business and how they are manufacturing their business, their products, and what are the changes they have implemented, how their businesses differ from our business, how we can overcome the competition in the market. So we will think with the help of the R&D department. So in that time we will implement some foreign technologies. Why I am using this word foreign technology? I know that entrepreneur wise, four different entrepreneurs are there: innovative entrepreneur, imitative entrepreneur, drone entrepreneur, Fabian entrepreneur. Innovative entrepreneurs are in rich countries. They are implementing some innovating ideas in the business, and new technologies they are creating, like Germany and Japan and America, Britain technologies. So depends upon the country, they are being as a competition in technological ways. Which technologies succeed there, we are imitating them. By chance, if one technology succeed in Britain, so we are imitating Britain technology. If one technology succeed in America, American technology we are using. So we are imitative entrepreneur in India, mostly imitative entrepreneurs. There in richest nation, innovative entrepreneurs and fab entrepreneurs. They will hesitate to implement some changes in the business. And drone entrepreneurs, they never implement any changes in the business. Depends upon the technological ways. So the entrepreneur wise, we are in second position, imitative entrepreneurs, because market is in India, most consumption in India. So we have to implement different kind of technologies. So we have to imitate different countries' technologies. If people are doing like that, I didn't discourage you to implement that other countries' technology. You will become an innovator in the future. We people, we are consuming other countries' technology when we are having phone, mobile phone, smart TV, and smart watches and other electronic items. You see, made in Japan or made in Germany or made in Britain. Uh, but we are imitating their technology here because their unit may be started in India, made in India, product will come. But we don't have that new technological items in India. Even we have similar items, other countries, the foreign countries have many items. Let's see the topic: technological environment. So, what are the components are affecting technological environment? Facilitates to R&D department. What is the R&D? Research and development. It's a department all the company have. So, the R&D department's work is they will do research about the product and marketing condition. Why our product goes to declining stage? Who is the great competitor? How that competitor competitors? What kind of technology he used? So everything they will analyze, and incentives available and concession given for development and application of new technologies. Even government is encouraging at present. If you are implementing this, we are giving subsidies for you, like electricity. You know, solar electricity systems. If you are implementing, 50% government is bearing. Access to foreign technologies. So we people, we are accessing today almost everything in foreign technologies. Spirit of people to develop and adopt new technology. One point of view, it is good. We are adopting new technology and we are using their technology. But in other point of view, I'm inducing you to uh, think newly and you create some technology. In the future, other country people have to imitate our technology. And the effect, you know that online shopping, ticketing, and everything at present we are doing with the help of smartphone. See, if business offer online shopping, that online shopping which other businesses offer, sales will be more. If people have to buy directly in a business place, so that will be somewhat less to compare with online shopping business. Innovation and food presentation and everything is the effects of technological environment. Political environment. Political environment includes political conditions, such as general stability and peace in the country, and specific attitudes that elected government representatives. So, what government representatives are doing? They wanted to maintain peace in the nation. That is their primary goal. And apart from that, they wanted to implement some changes in the country. So, they wanted to upgrade our people's life. So, Modi ji implemented a scheme favor for the people, many yojanas, and this will affect very hardly the business favor and unfavor. You take on yojana. In that yojana scheme, he said all the family have hold their own house. So we will help for them like with subsidies they will give, else they will consider the home especially for the family and they will give us. So when he announced this scheme, instantly that cement oriented and sand oriented industries get great boom in the market. Their shares are got a great hike in the market. And sometimes political crisis will come, threats. That time it will affect very hardly. Some schemes will give unexpected great profit for the business. Some scheme will leads to declining stage of the business. Components of political environment. Constitution of the country. So it is very very important. Constitution, rules, laws. So Uh, about it we will discuss in legal environment and political stability. Who knows which day which party will rule us? Every year, some places seeing some changes, but usually, as per our Indian Constitution, 5 years once election will be conducted. So, with the help of that election, we will elect our representatives and parties, ruling party and against party, opposite party. So they are having different schemes, different ideas. So it depends upon these ideas, the business will change, will affect very hardly. Political ideology, that is political ideology, and political outlook of business sectors. See, one government wanted to focus agricultural oriented activities. If they hope if we produce more goods in a very good quality, we will become a rich country in the future. Other point of view, other parties' point of view, they wanted to implement FDI, foreign direct investment, and industries only will help us to grow our nation. And the government interventions. So whatever the business it is, government can intervene. And the issues in the politicals also will affect business very hardly. And the effects, political unrest and threats. By chance, if political conditions very bad in the nation, so it will reduce the investor confidence. So investor will not invest their money on the business in free mind. So they wanted to withdraw their money from the business. So automatically share market will fall down. Our economics will fall down. And per capita income will affect. Then we cannot get more FDI, foreign direct investment in India. Because foreign direct investment, as per that economical environment, we have discussed already, that also a tool to grow our nation. If Indian companies getting foreign direct investment, what will happen? That industry will grow to compare with earlier, and it will get maximize the profit that particular business will develop in India. And sometimes government will give some subsidies to the farming and agricultural oriented industries. So if they are giving that agricultural oriented agricultural based products, and that kind of business will grow in very good way. And sometimes government will focus industrial based products like SSI, small scale industries, MSME, micro, small, and medium enterprises. So government holds a place, and they are giving industrial estate to promote industries in India, and they are doing tax free and cheap laborers and raw material availability, everything for everything, and especially for foreign direct investments, they are helping more in India. So these are the facts will develop business. These all the decisions will be taken by politicians. So politicians' activities, attitudes, government's attitudes will affect business very hard. Legal environment. Legal environment includes various legislations passed by the government, administrative orders issued by the government authorities, and court judgment, as well as the decisions rendered by various commissions and the agencies at every level of the government center, whether it is state or local. Whatever the industry it is, if it is situated in India, they have to obey for Indians order, rules and regulations in constitutions, whichever it is framed, and which are all a judgment given by the court, whether it is central court, which means Supreme Court, or High Court, whether it is local body or state or central government. PSUs and non-PSUs like private industries, whatever it is, they have to obey for government's rules and regulations. And apart from that, government prescribed so many acts specially made for business-oriented industries, like Companies Act 1956, it's Old Companies Act, and New Companies Act 2013, and Industries Development Regulation Act IDRA 1951, and FEMA Act, which is Foreign Exchange Management Act, and otherwise it is called as Import and Export Control Act 1947, Factories Act 1948, Trade Union Act 1926, Workmen's Compensation Act 1923, Industrial Dispute Act 1947, Consumer Protection Act 1986, Competition Act 2002. And except this, many acts are framed by the government. So as per this act, all the companies have to obey. By chance, if company is neglecting this act, the rules and regulations which was given uh, by this act, or whether central or state government, else justice like state court, Supreme Court, or High Court, whatever it is, if they are neglecting these kind of rules and regulations, that company will affect severely. Even sometimes that company license will be taken over by the government. Even some companies are framed with the help of Parliament Act, especially government needed that company, like Exim Bank, Export Import Bank. It is started with the help of Parliament Act in the year 1982. Then it became SIG, EPZ, SIS, this and that is framed by government, small industries like SSI and MSME, even large scale units, and PSUs. Many PSUs in India, public sector units, Maharatna companies and Triratna companies. These are all the industries is manufactured oriented industries are started and successfully running by the government at present in India. Even we are implementing FDI, foreign direct investment in India. Our public sector units also successfully running in India, because we are getting Navaratna awards and Triratna awards, like 1,000 crore profit oriented companies also in India, which is belongs to government. And how this legal environment is affecting the business, why that business have to adapt some changes, implement changes depends upon legal environment. Legally they have framed so many acts, restrictions, favor for the people and favor for the business also. See that cigarettes, like tobacco oriented items, if they are wanted to sell their product in the market, outside of their cover, nearly 60 to 70 percentage of the cover will be occupied by that causes. By chance, if you're consuming this kind of product, you will suffer in the future like this. There's liquor drinks leads to cancer, liquor kills, and the cigarettes, like cancer will come, and some other disease will come if you use this product like this. They have to advertise outside of the cover, outside of the product. And nowadays people want to be free, like mothers especially, they are giving some industrial oriented products instead of giving mother's milk. So in that product also, but like Nestle, you take Nestle mother's milk, instead of mother's milk they are giving some powders which is available in the market. So in that powder, outside a cover also, have to show mother's milk is best one than this, like this. Company must have to follow the rules and regulations which was framed by central or state government or local bodies, else that justice, Supreme Court, and High Court, if company fails to follow it, That company will be taken over or it components of legal environment, legislation passed by country or court judgment, administrative orders. These are all the components of legal environment and effects. What are the effects will happen for legal environments? Prohibition of sale of liquor on highways. You can see in highway NH there you cannot see any liquor oriented shops and statutory warnings of cigarettes and cigarettes on packet that we have discussed already. On the packet at least 60 to 70 percentage should cover for awareness oriented advertisements. Now we discussed these five different kinds of environment. Definitely question will come from this chapter, from these five environments only. You do research and study, and I will send you case study based questions also. Practice it a lot. Thank you.